Welcome back. You're listening to myself again, Lanny Gardiner, and this is Station 5B on timing. So I'll just give you a quick example here at the site of timing comparison that we're doing, and then I'll talk about some results that I found in the last couple of years of studies that I did. So at this site, there's two different end application timings. One is all up front, broadcast and incorporated of granular products. And then the second is 30 pounds of urea side banded at planting, and then it's topped up with an in-season application at the V4, V5 stage. So I'm standing here at plot 114, and hope you are too. And you'll notice there are deficiency symptoms occurring, like pretty significant deficiency symptoms. It's shorter, there's yellowing in the bottom leaves, it's kind of see-through, just all around, not as healthy of plant or plot. And then if you jump right across from 114, you'll be at plot 132. So these are just right across the alley from each other, seated in a straight row. And they both got the 30 pounds of urea side banded at planting. But the difference is that this 132 got an in-season application of 130 pounds per acre of UAN at the V5 stage, or 120 pounds per acre, sorry. And so treated the same right through until June 30th. And then on June 30th, I came in with UAN and side dressed an extra 130 pounds an acre. And this is a beautiful, healthy looking plot. Looks fabulous, great corn crop. And right across, we've got a sad looking plot with deficiency symptoms. And then right beside 114, you can go over to plot 113, and this plot received it all up front, and it's looking good too. So it's just same rate as the one across, 132, but yeah, it's showing that the in season looks the same as the up front. So there's nothing different going on there, but the lower rate when it didn't get in season is certainly showing deficiency symptoms. So over the kind of studies that I did the last couple of years, we compared three strategies of nitrogen application. One was 80 and 120 pounds all up front. And then we compared that to 40 up front with an additional 40-80 side dressed at V4, and then 40 up front with 40 and 80 side dressed at V8 by a wide drop application. So basically, the three timings all had equivalent rates: planting, V4, V8. And so we used statistical comparison of means with a p-value of 0.05 and found that differences from timing occurred only at 3 of the 17 site years. And then in all 3 of those situations, it was actually a reduction of yield when the nitrogen was delayed from earlier on to the V4 or to the V8 stage. So what we actually found was you would have a reduced yield potential if you delay your nitrogen when there's deficiency showing, such as in this plot right here. If we waited till V8, this week kind of in summer, to be putting on your UAN, wide dropping it, I think you already have caused some damage to this plant and lost some yield potential. So to summarize, I guess, from what we've seen, you don't expect a yield increase or necessarily being able to use a reduced rate of nitrogen when you're going to just apply in season instead of all up front. However, the in-season applications are an important tool which allow producers to evaluate their crops before deciding on a final end application rate, and for being able to add additional nitrogen when you've got increased yield potential. And also the in-season application is a reduced risk of contaminating groundwater with nitrogen, having nitrogen loss to the environment. So these results are actually consistent with what other studies have found in the States through the Corn Belt regions down there. They found that splitting application does not lead to an increased yield, but there's still benefits of it, but you're not going to see the increased yield as compared to all up front, but it gives you a lot more options and just another tool to have.